All right. Good morning, everybody, and happy 404 day.
It's here. It's here. So here we are, Joy. It's April 4th, and obviously this is a day where we truly celebrate everything Atlanta. And I think this is so important to understand because I don't know about you, I still have my area code of where I grew up. So that's my situation right now. But before there was 404, or I should say before there was 470, 678, and even 770, which are all of those area codes we know that serve the Metro Atlanta area, there was 404. So that is the true original one for sure. So to celebrate, the city now has its own Nike shoe, but before we even show you that, take a look at the building where you can see this banner here on 404 Day, Georgia's own credit union. So that's just one of the sites that you'll be seeing as you're out and about today. But we have got to show you these new shoes. They're sneakers that are from Nike that I think people might try to, as the Atlantans say, cop. That means they're going to try to get them, by the way. So it's called the Nike Air Max 95 Atlantas, and it's inspired by the city's history and culture. The shoe is on the Nike sneaker app. It'll run you $180, so that's pretty much, what you can expect to pay these days for a pair of sneakers. I know there used to be days where they were $99, $79, all of that, but they're now, you're looking at about $180. But I don't know, Joy, do you think it should be more like $404 instead of $180?
No, maybe $44, because I could afford that.
You know what? I like that better. $44, just drop the zero.
Right,
that would be cool, too.
$40.40. How about that?
Now we're on to something. We're on to something for sure. And, there's also one more thing going that we want to let you guys know about, and it is at Piedmont Park today where there's going to be a major 404 celebration. That's going to be going down. It is free, so you don't need $180, $404, even $40 to enjoy this. And this event is considered a unique blend of music, some visual art, even some dance, really just celebrating all things Atlanta. So that's going to be happening today from noon until 9. By the way, you can get those tickets online. So, Joy, a lot to celebrate, a lot of ways people are celebrating today. I've seen people putting their favorite dances that relate to Atlanta online. Everything from Walk It Out to Young Jock and to everything else. So anything that celebrates Atlanta is likely what we're going to see all over social media today.
I'm going to watch out for your social media today.
It's not coming.
Oh my goodness, Brooks. Well, thank you so much, and happy 404 Day.
Happy 404 Day.
All right, I want to share some other stories that we're following right now. And, this firefighter, so brave, she battles fires. That's what she does as a firefighter, and really saves other people's lives. Well, now she's fighting a battle of her own. She is battling breast cancer, and the community is rallying around her to help her through this fight. And Atlanta News First reporter Tori Cooper has her story.
Charlene Zadon is documenting this part of her life in hopes that her story can save the life of someone else.
It's been truly interesting. At first, I didn't think I wanted to be a firefighter. Got to the fire department, went through training, went through the academy, and fell in love.
For the last 19 years, she's been fighting fires for the DeKalb County Fire Department. But her own battle outside of work started to heat up a month and a half ago. She lost her father on February 27th, and the very next day,
I answered the phone. My doctor says, "Hi, this is so-and-so from Kaiser." And I said, "Please tell me something good because I just lost my dad." She said, "I wish I could. It is malignant."
She was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. In that moment of shock, she had only one thing on her mind.
I have 6 grandbabies, and they are literally my world. And, if I weren't here to see them grow up, get married, have children, I would be devastated. And then I have to be here for my mom. My mom, she needs me right now. So I thought about that a lot after everything just kind of happened back to back. It was like, oh my goodness, what about mom? Because if she lost dad and then she lost me.
She's already started chemotherapy. And as the saying goes, no firefighter fights alone, even through cancer. The DeKalb County Professional Firefighters Local 1492 Union organized a GoFundMe account to help Charlene pay for some of her treatments to relieve some of her stress of the sudden diagnosis.
Everybody has just come in and been supportive. They've brought meals to the house. They have offered to cut grass.
And she says she's grateful that so many in the community are helping her confront a challenge far beyond the flames.
I'm so overwhelmed right now. My heart is full because you never expect for it to happen, but when it does, it's so wonderful to have that support.
Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Tori for that report, and certainly wishing her the best. Also want to tell you a little bit about what's happening to help you keep your home cool, because we do know, even though today is pleasant and it's maybe even a little bit windy, that is going to change. So if you are looking to get help paying to keep your home cool this summer, now is really the time to get your application ready. And Atlanta News First reporter Abby Kasoris tells us what you need to do to qualify for hundreds of dollars towards your summer bills.
I keep my thermostat at 68, just to balance out that monthly bill. Because
Linda Bell says her electric bill keeps going up. And in retirement, Social Security checks can only cover so much.
you go without turning on your air.
She's applying to the Cooling Assistance Program, which can pay up to $500 of your electric bill. The average Georgian pays roughly $2,700 to heat and cool their home every year. The Fulton County Community Action Authority is one of more than a dozen groups working across the state to connect people with resources on a first-come, first-served basis. They start with people who are homebound or over the age of 65 before opening the pool to everyone. You can find out more information on the agency closest to you on the Department of Human Services website. You'll be asked to bring a lot of paperwork, so make sure you have everything before your appointment. To qualify, a family's income must be less or equal to 60% of the median income. For a household of one, that is just under $30,000. The income threshold for a family of 5 is under $67,000.
In the summertime, because in Georgia it gets extremely hot down here.
The heat is a safety concern. The National Weather Service reports in 2022, 2 Georgians died because of heat while at their home.
Turning on your air, relying on a fan, and how much air are you going to get from a fan? So programs like this really help.
The second round of applications that are open to everyone starts in May. You can apply until the end of July or whenever the money runs out. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasoris.
Thank you so much to Abby for that report, and hopefully, that'll give you some information to get some help keeping your home cool before the summer. Okay, let's talk about this. A huge $2 million gift headed to a Metro Atlanta nonprofit called Sir Familia. The gift is from humanitarian Mackenzie Scott, and it's part of her pledge to donate most of her wealth. Atlanta News First reporter Doug Reardon talked to the group about this staggering gift.
Sir Familia roughly translates in English to the whole family, and that is the focus of this group. They're one of the only groups statewide and the only in Cobb County to offer mental health services in Spanish, and they'll, with this gift, be able to continue doing that.
The model Sir Familia involves the whole family. We don't like to serve just an individual.
Miguel Urbina Jr. is marketing director of Sir Familia. Safe to say, when he heard Mackenzie Scott was choosing their organization for a $2 million gift, he was shocked. It's by far their largest donation ever.
In 23 years, it's pretty remarkable to say, but it's a big game changer for Sir Familia. And
with 5 locations across Georgia, Sir Familia celebrated its 23rd anniversary this past Sunday. An easy one for Miguel to remember. His parents founded the organization they still run on his birthday. They offer couples and parenting workshops, youth programs, even group therapy for teens, all in Spanish, which is important when English isn't your first language.
a lot of people that have the interpreters, they don't get everything correct. They get mixed up in some of the messaging, and also if you have an hour session with an interpreter, you're really only getting 30 minutes because they're having to translate everything that was just said.
Miguel says 1 in 3 kids in the Cobb County school system is Latino, and since 2000, the year before Sir Familia was founded, the Hispanic population in Cobb has jumped from 4 to 14%. A lot of Sir Familia's funding comes from government grants, so they can only use it on certain things. But with Scott's private donation, they'll expand their services and even move into a bigger space for their staff and their families.
Yeah, no, it's really nice, and to be able to help families is something truly that just makes your heart feel good.
And because Sir Familia is so unique in what they do, they want to use their new space made possible by this donation as an incubator of sorts for other Spanish-speaking nonprofits. In Kennesaw, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Doug for that report. Just driving you to atlantanewsfirst.com where you can get all the top stories and, of course, your weather forecast. And if you haven't done so yet, really encourage you to download our free Atlanta News First app. Have a great day.